Hi everybody, I'm back. I got tagged. I got tagged by Tom, the comic book creature. He wants me to show off 5 comic books that will always be a part of my collection. I just did my favorite comic books not too long ago. I think at least one of these was in that video. Certainly I would never get rid of those comics. And so many more. If the house ever catches fire, I'm screwed because I will keep running back in for pieces of paper with pictures of little men in tights. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Anyway, on to the show. The first comic in my 5 that I'd like to keep in my collection forever is Daredevil 43. I love this cover. This is Jack Kirby at his. This just screams Silver Age Marvel to me. Captain America, Daredevil. It's that Jack Kirby like 3D kind of effect where his fist is coming right at you. I love this cover. I'd love to upgrade this book. I will always own this book in some way, shape, or form in my collection. Great, great stuff. Then we got, and I'm pretty sure I showed this in my video of my favorite comics. Amazing Spider-Man 300. First appearance of Venom. It's a sentimental book to me. My mother bought it for me. Plus, it's a very key book. I don't have a whole ton of really nice key books, and this is a good one that I have. So I haven't got any books slabbed ever. Put a nice protective seal, graded. I haven't done that. I'm scared to send my books away. I don't want them to leave. But I'd really like to get this one graded. If I could get somebody to come to my house and grade it and then give it to me in a plastic case within 20 minutes, I'm all for it. Sending it to Florida or somewhere, scares me. Anyway, here's another one I really should get graded in a book I really love and very popular right now. Fantastic Four 52. The first appearance of T'Challa, the Black Panther. Excuse me, just a cool book, very important book. One of the better keys that I own. This book's not in the best of shape. It's got some. It presents well. Looking at it in this video now, it presents pretty well. It's probably very good plus condition, maybe fine minus. I don't know. Again, should get these things graded, then I would have the professional opinions. But I love this comic. Again, Jack Kirby, Stan Lee. Marvel in the 60s. What else do you need? Perfect. Boy, these are all like Silver Age Marvel books, I'm realizing now. I've got all these comics, and the 5 that I picked are all, well, I guess the Spidey 300's not. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Next on my list is King Size Special number 1, The Avengers. This was, and I've talked about this before, I worked... Well, no, it's before I worked in the comic shop. One of my best comic book deals was when I was a kid. The owner of a local comic shop let me fill up a long box for $100. Put anything in the box I wanted except for Amazing Spider-Man. And I ravaged his boxes. I wish I had that chance to do it. I wonder what stuff I passed up, because I was like 13, I think. Saving my grass cutting money to buy a box of comics. But this is one of the books that was in there. It's in beautiful shape. It's at the time it was like the oldest comic I owned. Oh, it's just so cool. It's a cool book. It's not really a key, other than the fact that it's old and it's the Avengers. People like them Avengers. But I love this comic. It's so pretty. Last but not least, this was one of the first comics that I always eyed this book on the comic shop, the wall books, all those important key comics on the wall, and I always wanted this book. And finally I worked out a deal. I saved up money. I was a kid. I was 15, I think, when I bought this. Amazing Spider-Man 39. If you can think of a more iconic cover, I don't know, man. This has got to be in the top 10 of greatest covers of all time. I always talk about how, like, covers should grab you and make you need to read the story. You can't tell me if you're a kid and you see Spidey, I'm looking at the spinner rack as a kid, you see Spider-Man, getting hauled off by the Green Goblin, unmasked. Oh my God, what is happening in this comic? Oh, it's a great book. I'd love to upgrade. It looks really nice, but it's definitely got some flaws. But I love this comic. I love it. Love all the comics. Top 5. Top 500. I need more. Okay. That was a little extreme. Sorry about that. So that was my top 5. 5 that will always be in my collection. Excuse me. Thank you, Tom, Comic Book Creature, for tagging me. I'm supposed to tag 5 people, but I watch a lot of YouTube. Sadly, a lot of it is things that my son wants to watch, which are Mario and Lego based. I don't want to tag those people. So let's see. We got, who did I write down here? My little notes. Oh, Reed Comics 81. REED Comics 81. He always puts some good videos out. He finds amazing dollar books. Makes me terribly jealous. And a couple gentlemen, the Go-To Geeks. GO number 2 Geeks. They put out some really fun videos. They talk too fast. They go too fast for me, but they got some amazing books. And I would love to see what those gentlemen would like to keep in their collection forever. 5 books. Thanks, everybody. Short video this time around. Hopefully we'll be back next week. Thanks a lot.